Well, first year of sanctioned boys volleyball in the OHSAA. Springfield hosting Scott. Blue Devils up 12-7 in set one from the outside as Cruz Martinez goes deep for the kill, gives the point to Springfield. Jump ahead to set point in set one. Bulldogs Leland and Magushi doing work at the net. Big block out of the middle. However, Springfield would take the set a few points later. 3-point set in game two. The middle from across the net. This time it's Eddie Murnell. Tools the block. Picking up points for the Blue Devils. Later in set two, libero Hunter Kevens with the ace. Big night of serving for the Blue Devils. Springfield would take the first two sets 25-18. Set three, Scott trying to avoid the sweep. This time it's Nakai Williams protecting the net. But then Springfield goes back to the service line where they had so much strength tonight. Will Smith comes in, produced some tough serving, gets the ace on match point. Springfield wins in three over Scott, taking each set 25-18. A much needed win to help this team gain some experience level. The key to the Blue Devils' success tonight started at that service line.
Every practice, we practice like 30 to 45 minutes on just serving because it's such an essential part of the game. So I think that we reflected that here with a lot of service aces and controlling the game off serves. We just got a lot of athletic players to come and join, so we've been just trying to get the technique down and not falling over the net, hitting the net, and just trying to focus on the technique of it. And people like Corey Brown and other people that have shown up and just helped us a lot. We wouldn't be here today without them. So, I hope so. A lot of people showed up to tryouts. Unfortunately, we can only have one team, but around 40 to 50 people showed up. So I think we have a lot of potential of the boys volleyball team in a couple of years.
Greg Frankie and Sonny Lewis have more from the volleyball courts.
Well, the OHSAA approved boys volleyball as an official sport, and we saw Springfield and Scott go at it here today in this matchup, and it was 25-18 in all three sets. Springfield won it, and I think that their serving advantage really is probably what made the difference between the two teams.
Oh, I think it was. You had Springfield were on several serving runs with a couple different players, and that was the difference. You didn't see Scott come in and make that serving runs against Springfield that Springfield did against Scott, and that was a big difference in the match.
Yeah, Tim Cox, the setter in particular, was very effective with that, and Cruz Martinez also. I think that he was bringing some hitting capability from the front row that Scott really didn't match.
Absolutely. When they got the good pass up there where Tim Cox could get the set out there to him, he made some good swings at that and was able to score.
The future of boys volleyball, and it's got to make you feel good. You started this program way back when and have it come back. You think it can get to the point where it is maybe on the level that it used to be back in your day?
Oh, I think so. I think once more and more people are starting to play it, you're now finding clubs are starting to have boys volleyball, and once that begins, you're going to have more kids playing it, and they're going to have much more success at it.
Well, certainly there were a lot of good athletes on the floor, and as they play more and more and learn the techniques and get the feel of the game, they can only get better, and that should bode well for area boys volleyball. Springfield defeats Scott here at Springfield.